In the late 1960s, Arthur Ashe was at the top of the tennis world, having just won the first U.S. Open and helped the United States to victory at the Davis Cup. But instead of basking in the glow of his accomplishments, he chose to use his fame and notoriety to speak up for those who were being exploited and discriminated against. After he was denied a visa to play in a South African tournament, Ashe went on a crusade to ban South Africa from international competition and raise awareness about segregation. South Africa's team was excluded from Davis Cup competition in 1970, and slowly things began to change. While it would take nearly a quarter century before apartheid was abolished entirely, the stand taken by Ashe helped pave the way for changes to come. Arthur Ashe will always be known as a great tennis champion, but more importantly, as a champion for equality and standing up for what is right.
Quite a legacy indeed. Arthur Ashe said, "From what we get, we can make a living. What we give, however, makes a life." Martina, you got to know Arthur a little bit. What stands out most to you about his legacy?
Well, he gave so much and obviously transcended the sport, but I only wish he had lived long enough to see how much of a difference he had made with his tennis racket that enabled him then to speak out for equality for all. And I just wish he had lived long enough to see the impact that he had because he was so far ahead of his time.
Passed away 28 years ago yesterday at tragically young age. You know, it's funny, he, tremendous player, had great success in Australia where he won the tournament, but he won 3 majors. A lot of players have won 3 majors. His name adorns the largest tennis stadium in the world. Think about what he accomplished outside of tennis to deserve that honor. We did something at Sports Illustrated where we had readers say, who's your favorite athlete that became a politician? And Arthur Ashe came in 3rd. Well, Arthur Ashe never had elected office. People just naturally assumed he was such a leader. That's the sort of image we're talking about here.
That's incredible. How did he inspire you?
With his grace, but his composure, because he had to go through so much just to get on the court. I think he was so happy to be on the court. He was just cool as a cucumber. And then I rewatched that final with Jimmy Connors. We've been running it on Tennis Channel. So I watched it most of the match. And the way he thought on the court, he just picked Jimmy apart. He was such a thinker.
I also think we think about what's happened in the last year and a half in particular, this busy intersection between athletes and activism, between athletes using their platform. We talk about it all the time. This is someone he saw around this corner decades before, and you just wonder what he would have made of the last 18 months in particular as someone who, again, was way ahead of the curve on this.
Yeah, fitting that the biggest tennis stadium in the world, as you mentioned, John, is named after Arthur Ashe, whose legacy is indeed larger than life. Well, much more still to come here on Tennis Channel Live as we get you ready for the start of the first Grand Slam of 2021, the Australian Open, coming up at the top of the hour.